Hi! Okay, I was laying down and I feel like I needed to share this message. So I feel like the message that I'm giving out today is for certain people that are actually timeline jumping, quantum jumping, manifestations are happening. This is for you. The way that your life changes when your manifestations are beginning to happen for you is both bittersweet and one that you will surely and truly appreciate when it happens. So number one is that your personality changes. You're a lot more like confident. You trust your instincts a lot more. You're setting more boundaries, which a lot of people that are in your present life will either love it that you're setting boundaries and respect you, or they're gonna think that you're this person like, who does she or he think he is? That's a whole other part where they end up leaving your life. People's true characteristics around you truly shows whether they have your back or they don't have your back. And that's the most bittersweet part of when your new life starts, is people drop out of your life like flies. In the end, in the long run, you're gonna appreciate it and you're gonna say, oh, I understand why. Because you can't take everybody with you. You literally are starting this new life and you can't take people that don't have your back with you. But sometimes we're so blinded by someone because we have this image of them that we've created of them all throughout. And a lot of times we don't really see it. Like for me, for example, when I post a photo with my girlfriends, I always make sure that everybody's comfortable with that photo. But when I started to notice certain girls or women or ladies in my life that didn't have my back, they would post things that they would know would intentionally not be okay with me. Later on down the road, it would be reiterated by proof of certain things being said about me behind my back by that same person. So literally your personality changes, your confidence changes, your instinct changes, your decision changes. You're like this whole other person. You just end up having a different aura, and people notice it when you walk into rooms, when you talk to other people. The next one is your life will honestly feel like chaos. Everything's like falling apart right before something happens. I remember I worked at this dead-end job. I loved the people in there. They were the best people, and it kept me there for 5 years. I stayed and worked as a corporate girl for 5 years. I didn't know that I wasn't making that much money. To me, it felt like it was, because it was my job straight out of high school. And my husband came into my life and was like, that's not enough money. And he pushed me to get out of my comfort zone and pushed me to go into nursing school. I fought nursing for a really long time, but as soon as I started making that nursing money, I was like, oh, I was at a dead-end job. And for some people, it can happen as you feeling pressure. There's just so much pressure for you to like leave that job, or you get fired, or things just abruptly end. And in the span of a few months, maybe weeks, whatever it is, hang in there, because your life's about to turn around when that happens. When you hit the lowest of the lowest of the lowest point of your life, you are meant to go up, not down. That's just whatever science it is. Third one that I've personally seen throughout this whole manifestation journey, spiritual journey, is that you start to think bigger. You start to think of all the ambitionary dreams that you desire, and you just start to think bigger. And to other people, it'll seem so impossible until it isn't. And I've noticed this. When I was 16, I don't know if I mentioned this in one of my videos, I think I did. I wanted to be a singer so bad. And there was this artist in my city, and I'm Filipino, and she was Filipino, and she kind of blew up in my country. And a lot of people, I have my sister that believed in me and pushed me to do this audition that a record label was hosting and holding. And people thought that I was crazy. You know, they thought that, why would, like, that's so rare. You're not going to become a singer. You're not going to be, you're not going to be an actor. You're not going to be mainstream at all. And you know what? I reiterate this. I know I did in another video. I can't remember what video it was, but I was protected from that industry, but I built and developed relationships in it. Like, she's like a sister to me now. Like, we text each other here and there. We have dinners, we have brunches. But to everybody else that was around me, they were like, you're crazy, that's not possible. Like, you know what I mean? It's like their mindset was very small. So for you, when your manifestations are happening, it feels like the impossible is happening, but then you have this mindset that because you've seen that happen, you're like, oh, bigger things can happen. You know, your dreams become more and more ambitious. You become more intentional with your thought. You become more aware with your thought. And that limiting belief that maybe others have instilled in you that are dropping out of your life like flies, those beliefs are no longer valid to you, even though a little voice inside of you are like, but what if they're right? When your manifestations, when your dreams, when the impossible suddenly starts becoming possible, you're gonna see those limiting beliefs completely fade away. Like, you just feel untouchable. And those are the three big things that I feel like I've noticed every time I've leveled up or I've manifested my manifestations. And I really believe and think that, like, when your manifestations happen, you just have to be ready for this purging moment in your life, that you're ready to, you know, I don't want to put that out there, but you just have to be ready for this purging moment, because you have to understand that not everybody is meant to go with you, even though it's people that it might break your heart. It could be like family or really, really close friends you've had for the longest time. And I believe that if you do have some friends that have been with you for the longest times, and you know, you feel that sometimes they could leave for a temporary moment and come back. And the feeling and vision that I just got is what is it, Bridesmaids? Was it Bridesmaids? It was Bridesmaids, when she was getting married and her friend became this, like, she was almost jealous about it, but then she ended up coming back, and after realizing, this feels like a reading, but honestly, I feel like I have to share this with somebody, because I feel like there's somebody or a group of you out there that you are shifting, but then maybe you're having maybe trouble going through the motion of the things actually happening in your life. I wish all for your manifestations to come true. Like, go ahead, dream big, because nothing is impossible. I don't believe that anything is impossible. Like, take that word out of your mind. I keep saying it, so I probably won't feed into your subconscious anymore. 1313, as I said that. But take that out of your mind, and I really hope that, yeah, your manifestations and your dreams and all that you desire comes true, because you deserve it. You guys are beautiful.